Hello. Morning, tea house. Good afternoon, tea house, wherever you're watching from. Oh my goodness, it's been a little while since I've been on here. And yeah, I've had a few things tugging at me to speak about. So hence me here now. I'll just wait a little bit for others to join me. And yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to pour myself a cuppa. I have my thermos, and this is what I took with me to work today, and I didn't quite get through it. It's a lovely Tulsi tea with a touch of pomegranate in it, and with a dash of honey. So, here we are. Here we go. Look at that piping hot steam. Isn't that wonderful? There's the colour of it. Lovely. So here we go. I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit. So today, I'm going to talk about voice. Your voice and your expression. For me, it's been very apparent that bear with me, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's like we're very reluctant to just show up and turn up, because a lot of the stuff that we are open to, or we feel very compelled to speak about, sometimes it's not even relevant to you. So it's always good to have a little check-in and see whether, hey Andy, thanks for being here, lovely. Mwah. Yeah, sometimes these things are like, they want to speak through you, but they're not always relevant to you. However, this is where we get to be that gift and that contribution to others. So I'm showing up here. I am going to be gifted to and contributed to just by my very choosing to do this and speak. And if whatever I have to say, and whoever needs to hear that, is going to be just perfect. So there's a lot that needs to be said right now. And sometimes tapping with the thumbs on the screen and doing the not so much the messages individually, but I feel like I'm speaking to those who are posting a bunch of stuff on these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. It takes a lot to just get out and show up and be. And Andy, you would know, like a lot of my friends are actively putting themselves out there on Facebook. They're showing up and they're gifting and they're sharing what's there. They're what's the word? Yeah, they're contributing through the voice. And it's time, everyone. It's time to speak. And sometimes your speak might not make any sense. I'm giggling now. I'm tapping into that energy. I have to. This is what I'm here to open you up to and invite you to. And there's a uniqueness about you that no one else is like you, and no one else is going to say, or even, okay, I've got to say, make the sounds that you make. This is getting juicy now. I'm going to say, say we're all energy, right? We all have a specific energy signature. and we have a frequency. And what if there's sounds? What if you have your own very own sounds that is you, the sound of you? Yeah. What if you could allow that, or just even invite it to speak through you? It might just be humming. It could be singing. It could be little noises. Whatever. If you were to truly allow your body to express, I'll say through the mouth, so just the sounds, what would that be like? If you did not have any worry about judgments, you weren't worried about what other people thought of you, you weren't worried about what you thought of you, and you would just purely allow yourself to make the sounds, and make the sounds that would generate joy. Andy's here with me now, and she says, I love your noises. It gives so much freedom and permission. I do have noises. I have a lot of them. And a lot of the time, so right now I'm in the energy of it. I'm totally in the energy. So you can tap into that energy, and it's making me, it's like it's making me happy from the inside. So much so that my mouth is like wanting to, the big smile. So guess what I'm saying is I'm inviting you more into you, and I'm inviting you more into the sound of you. All right. The sound of who you be here. And this doesn't need to be, you don't need to share it out yet, but I would love to invite you to, just with you, in your quiet moments, on your own, give yourself that freedom, the space of non-judgment to explore. Explore the noises, the sounds. It's like, little kids when they're, little baby and they make these little noises, and they have their own language. And some might like to call it, or even for us, light language. But take all the labels off it. It's like more about the noises and the sounds. And I'm thinking about the noises that I make and the sounds that I make. And it brings me this joy. And the joy is here. It's like, it's here. And it's yummy. It makes me giggle. It's spacious. It's beyond this reality. It's in my little world. Yeah. And so I'm just inviting you into your world, into more of your world, more of the world that you be. Because, these are the times, yeah. What if it was way more ease for you to be within that world of you, and then share when you're ready, be more of that energy for yourself, and allow that to radiate to others. And it could even be just in the silences and the spaces in between. So the noises. I feel like doing this. All right, so if you're watching with me now, or whenever you're watching this, I want you just to make a little sound of a little glee or a little joy sound. Let's see what happens. Just see what happens. Allow your body to also release as well. Oh. When I even allow myself to just tap into this energy, I just feel this big weight come off my back. And good afternoon, beautiful Katarina from South Australia. This lady here, Miss Light Language, this is the one that will also help you come out a little bit more. So very interesting that you're here, Katarina. Thank you. So I've just really been perceiving the desire and perceiving around me that things are needing to just be expressed. So why not start, if you don't have the words for it, why not just start with some sounds that will be fun. Maybe they're growling, or maybe they're meowing, or meow. Play with it, get playful with it, be like a child. Yeah. Oh, lovely to see you too. Thanks, Katerina. I'm so grateful you're here. So, just like loosening up even now, the space of me and my being, and my voice. And cheers to that. Cheers to us all coming more into our voices. And please, don't get caught up in the words. Don't get caught up in what it has to sound like, what it has to be like. Give yourself some space to play. One of the things that I've done over the years, and I look back and I think, gosh, I have been doing this for quite some time, is, on my long drives out of town, I'd often duck out of town for, an hour or a couple of hours and be driving, just clearing town space and just getting out into some spacious area out in the country or hinterland. And I would be singing, and I would just let myself, if I had to, let out a scream or whatever, if I needed to shift some energy through my voice, I would do that in the car as I was driving. Hi, Rhonda. One of the other things that I do, and some of you know this of me too, is when I go for a swim, my first dip, going under a wave, I usually, if it's cold, I'll block my ears off so I don't get the full ice cream headache. And then I'll make this sound. And it's normally comes sort of from here. And it's like it's probably a whale. It's probably my whale dolphin sound when I go under the water. And when I do that, I come out and it's just like, the exhilaration, and it's like letting go of that tension. And by golly gee whiz, there's a bit of that around. So I just thought of coming on today and just inviting you into more of the space of you, and more of the space of you through your voice and through your expression, and not necessarily the words, but of the sounds. Getting a little playful with your sounds, like you're talking to your dog or your child or and noticing when you're making those sounds, which is like your frequency or your energetic, maybe, I don't know, signature, footprint, mouth print, whatever you want to call it, noticing how you be and sense what you sense in your body, like whether you feel a little more less tense, whether you feel a little more relaxed, noticing if there's any change. I actually feel better coming on here and chatting right now. This has really taken something off my back. I can really sense a bit of an energy shift by just speaking it, rather than holding on to maybe all those people that haven't been willing to just speak up, or even have a go, right? So I love you all, and it's time for you to play and open this gateway. Yeah, if it's not open already. Shake it out. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. It's been a long time since I've been on the tea house. I really have been I've had such a full program, and I've been I don't use the word busy, but I've been full program, and I just feel so happy to be in here again. and in the energy of the tea house and sharing here. Yeah. And it really kind of excites me when I see people, myself included, starting to come out. And I'll say come out of their shell or come out from hiding. I think maybe that's it. So to come out from hiding, to get a sense of confidence with self, not so much out there, but feeling comfortable within your own skin to express the things that, or just express in a way that creates greater for you and basically makes you feel better. I tell you what, I feel so much better now. Thank you for joining me. I know it's a little bit one-sided, but I'm with you and I'm with the energy, and I'm actually speaking to probably a larger platform here, and this is my tea house, and I love to come on and share. And if anything I say at all, or anything I be, or energetically what I be, if that resonates with you in any way, then fantastic. And then my job is, I've done something, I've contributed in that way. And yeah, it makes me feel good. So it's fun. I literally haven't made the time for tea lately, and yeah, I'm very, very happy to be sitting down here with you guys right now. It's wonderful. So, what else? That's all. That's all for now. Yep, I think that's plenty. And I hope to get on again soon. I have been quite busy, full program on the river, coaching. I've been doing a lot of coaching and been getting a lot of women onto the water up here in Noosa on the river, with the Women on Water, the WOW program, the WOW movement, which is actually worldwide. We have a section here in Noosa that has been created many years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's all about empowering women, but there'll be a men's one as well, so the men don't miss out. Thank you, Katerina. Love you too. Thank you for everything you be and do with regard to what I'm speaking about today. So let's see if we can open it up for others to step more into who they be here. Yeah, so lots of stuff on the water, and yeah, if you ever come up to Noosa and you're here, if you're in Queensland and you can come and visit, then come on up and come for a paddle with us. Love to see you. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Thank you, and Andy, thank you so much for the times that we get together, and we, this is a lot of the stuff that we get to talk about and download with what we're perceiving on the greater scale. And even the other day after our coffee, I had a coffee with Andy, and I said to her, I need to get on. I need to speak about this. It's not completely relevant to me, but I can speak to it. I know it. I've been there, and I want to invite and open it up for others to, feel comfortable. So that's what we're here for, walking each other home. Anyway, lots of love to you all. Thank you for joining, and I will see you very soon. Okay, aloha. Bye for now.